Hello YouTube universe, once again, this is Wildcard Dom, host of the Wildcard videos, and today I thought I'd show you what's in this particular box. But before I do, I'd like to show you a little something first, okay? I'd like to show you this. This is, not from Yu-Gi-Oh! This is actually from another movie called The Never-Ending Story. This is called in the story, in the movie, a kid named Daniel, I think. I don't know if it's Daniel, it might be another name. Anyway, he goes and he gets bullied and such and things like that, and then he goes into this bookshop and he finds this book with this particular symbol on the cover. It's called The Never-Ending Story, right? And he reads the whole thing from start to finish, but what he doesn't seem to realize is he somehow became part of the story. And this is used as a special magical item. Believe it or not, the person who wears the Orin will grant them wishes depending on who wears it, you know? Will grant the wearer of it wishes. However, you should be careful because with wishes, you gotta be very specific. Anyway, so a little bit of background on the Orin. It's a pretty nice little. The Orin in the movie is a little different than what I have because this is just a copy. The one in the movie has one part of it that looks gold and the other part of it that looks silver. So one half of it is silver and the other half is gold. Mine, on the other hand, is all gold. But it still looks pretty cool with the two snakes intertwined with each other. It's fantastic. And just a little something cool. And it's a necklace. And I bought this at Comic-Con from Niagara Falls. And I also got this from Comic-Con too. This box of Yu-Gi-Oh's Millennium items. I also got this chain that comes with the box. Alright, let's take a look and see what's inside here. We got all 7 Millennium items except for one. The Millennium Puzzle. I gave the Millennium Puzzle to a friend, and now she has it somewhere. Anyway, continuing. A couple of things before I get into which each Millennium item does. Number one is, I like this. I'm not complaining about this. I do like the way that this all comes together and whatnot. But here's just a few things, though. Number one, there's no Pyramid of Light, but that's okay. I still like everything that's going on in here anyway. And number two, I kind of wish that they had like that weird looking mummy thing going on where you place each Millennium item in a specific location on that mummy statue thingy, whatever, the tablet. But that's okay. So, the first item up is the Millennium Puzzle, which I do not have, but that's okay. It contains the spirit of the Pharaoh, which we all know is which we all know is Pharaoh Atem, or Yu-Gi-Oh, Yami Yugi, whatever you want to call him, you know. Next up item we see is the Millennium Eye. That's wielded by Pegasus. He uses this to see into people's, what do they call it? Uses this to see into people's minds. The next item up we see is the Millennium Ring. That contains an evil spirit within, kind of like the Millennium Puzzle that also contains a spirit within. Next up is the Millennium Key. That unlocks someone's mind so that they can explore their inner minds. I don't know if that made any sense, but I hope it does. Then the next item we see is, I think, either one of these two, which is the necklace or the rod. I think it was the necklace that we first saw. The necklace allows the wielder to see into the future as well as the past. So you can either bring someone with you to see into the future or past, and gives them the advantage to see what cards you're playing, what you're doing with them. It gives the user kind of an interesting edge, you know. And as for the Millennium Rod, it accesses the... You know what's interesting is each item, I believe, accesses the Shadow Realm as well, which is something that I don't think anybody's noticed, you know, so far. So you could do a shadow game with that, with each item. Next item is the Rod, which allows the user to take control of people's minds and do their bidding for them, you know. And the last Millennium item is the Millennium Scale. That allows the user to combine two monsters together, you know, and bring them to life. And finally, this is not a Millennium item, but I am so happy that they included this one. This one's called the Emperor's Key. It was used by Yuma used by the protagonist known as Yuma in one of the series. And the Emperor's Key, within this particular gem right here, this blue thing right here, I think there was a gigantic spaceship inside. And the spaceship was powered by number cards. So that creature known as Astro, I also think that the creature that the alien Astro guy was also a part of, was also connected with the Emperor's Key somehow. Otherwise, Yuma wouldn't be able to find him, or whatever. Anyway, that's all 7 Millennium items, including the Emperor's Key. Even though I do not have the Millennium Puzzle, I still talked about it. Because I decided to give it away because I have a shirt that was made into a Millennium Puzzle. Like I have a black shirt with a gold Millennium Puzzle on it, which is cool. And maybe one day I will show you guys that. I hope this video was informative to you people, and until next time, this is Wildcard Dom, host of the Wildcard videos, saying peace out and stay solid, YouTube universe.